Here we go.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yay.
We're here to V-Build. And we have a live audience.
Hi, live audience.
Whom Krang will be feeding me questions from whilst I V-Build something. But before we start, for the viewers of the archive, we have a lovely set here that Krang put together to celebrate Heart and Life Day. So we've got lots of hearts and life going on. Oh, I've received word for something about a camera battery, but I think that's from before I said that I was switching it. And we're on a fresh battery, which is pretty exciting, because usually we're not, but this time we are. And we're going to be V-building this thing, which is some Mega Bloks of classic turtles and then a giant wrestler with a brain alien in its stomach. So I hope you're excited about that, because I am excited about wrestlers and brain aliens. So I'm going to get this open. While I'm getting this open, we'll knock the camera over.
Wasn't me.
For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, that's the webcam, which is in a terrible position, because there's nothing we can do about it. But for those of you who are watching live, that sure was exciting. Anyway, Krang, feed me some stuff while I'm getting the tape off of this.
All right.
Or just tell me what people are saying.
Let's see.
Tell me how terrible it all is.
Life Day, like what the Wookiees celebrate.
Nerd!
Albie says, much jelly, you guys have turtles in the Americas.
Yeah, not... I got this from Toys R Us Canada, but you'd be surprised how ruddy hard it was to get one in Canada, because none of the Canadian stores have it. It's only available online in any of the areas I'm in. Aaron
says horrible. That's how it is, Chris.
Aaron knows how it is.
Aaron, damn it, Aaron.
He gets it.
Lolcraft says, I can see Transformers on the table.
You can see Transformers on the table.
Kind of disappointed that Kickback wasn't shown off at Toy Fair this year.
Well, the thing to remember about Transformers being shown off, Toy Fair happens, then a few months later BotCon happens, then a few months later San Diego Comic-Con happens.
Stop hitting the camera.
It's directly in the way of my arm. It's in actually the worst place.
You put it there.
I know. It's because if I put it somewhere where it's out of the way, then no one can actually see it.
I'll hold it.
No, it's fine.
All right. Okay. More Than Meets the Eye 49 spoilers. Vangelis and Krang were not in it.
Yep.
No, we were not. Sadly.
Working on it.
Ezim93. Vangelis, any thoughts on the Transformers Toy Fair reveals?
Yeah, I really like the stuff that was new. It's a shame that I'd already kind of seen almost all of it. And in much poorer quality.
Questions are going by fast, and it's like I can't scroll back. So there was one asking...
Don't scroll back. If your question doesn't get answered and it's like you see it's gone past, just ask it again.
Yeah. Alright, would you be either punch or counterpunch?
I'm the counterpunch, I think.
Oh no. Something about Monster Hunter. Write it again! Do you own/plan to purchase Perfect Effects Leonidas?
I've never messed with one. It's very expensive, especially now that the Canadian dollar has been murdered. So I can't tell you at all whenever I would be getting one.
Aaron says, get another joint in your arm, Vangelis.
Yeah, well, Aaron, maybe if you could manufacture me one over there in Connecticut. That would be great, with your connections.
Are you excited for the Transformers G2 packs?
G2 packs?
Oh, that's what it says. I'm
looking at it. I don't know what that is.
So,
do you mean the Combiner Generation 2 packs? Then yes, because I have one, and it's great.
How fantastically is that Galgagar posted on your shelf, Vangelis?
He's not really in any kind of... He's in a Detolf standing there
Vangelis
right now.
Krang, will you be getting the Titans Return Chrome Dome /Tumblr and Rewind?
I mean, I'm going to probably get all the Titans Return as it comes out, because I'm, troubled.
Idris Elba, James Bond 2K forever?
I'd love Idris Elba as a James Bond.
Have you ever heard of the Myers-Briggs type indicator?
I think I have. Didn't you tell me about that?
Yeah.
That's the inf-J, inf-P, inf thing?
Yeah. You're E... and... I don't know. I don't remember what you are.
I was Plur.
Vangelis, how cute is Secret Code?
Why don't you ask him?
How cute are you?
Oh, did he ask me how cute he is?
Yeah.
Oh,
How cute is
if you're
he?
saying how cute am I, then I would say the cuteness was in you all along. And, you know, don't worry, it's been there.
What is your favorite Transformer ever?
Probably Skyrain, because I just opened him.
Why is it so cold?
Because climate change is real.
Do you plan on getting Mastermind Creations Commodus?
I have him. I actually have written 3/4 of his review.
Do you plan on buying the new Headmaster Blur?
I'd like to. The Blur and Scourge, like if it becomes, no one on YouTube can actually see when it happens, so I have to stop calling out that it happens because it doesn't matter for the long term.
But I can.
The Scourge and Blur, I'm probably gonna pick up, but if I don't have to buy things in entire waves, I'd probably skip them for a while and then wait till they're on sale.
Is Titan Wars Hardhead Deluxe or not? I haven't seen what sizes Hardhead or Chromedome are. Blur, I think, is Deluxe.
They're all deluxes.
What do you think of the new MK toys at Toy Fair?
They look okay, but I don't believe anymore anyone has the license long enough to do more than 6 characters, so I'm gonna wait to see that happen, and then I'll be excited.
Something about the Combiner Wars wave. How do you feel about it overall?
Like all of Combiner Wars, I think it was super fun. It's my favorite Transformers in a while, as far as mainline stuff. Just for sheer fun factor, because I like combination.
Do you have a problem with Brawl's waist?
So mine works. I just opened mine up today, and his works. But as far as I know, that's not very common.
What are Rebel Tech toys like? Any experience with the Monster Hunter Rebel Tech monsters?
Nothing with those ones in particular. Rebel Tech is okay. I always find Rebel Tech comes off feeling a little more limited nowadays than back in, the late aughts when it was the hot, fresh thing.
What is the answer to all the questions in the universe, Vangelis?
You are.
Vangelis, Titans return Blur or Brainstorm?
I mean, I'm gonna do Brainstorm first, unless Brainstorm isn't coming out for, years.
What did you guys think of Deadpool?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I should say, when I say I'm going to do Brainstorm first, that's in a world where I see both of them for sale around about the same time. If it's Brainstorm is Wave 5, then I'll probably have gotten Blur first.
Which TMNT would you have in Turtle Soup?
I'd probably go for Donatello, because brain food, because he's the smart one.
But Raphael is spicy.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of ulcer.
What are your opinions on the existence of an MP Optimus Primal?
It's, I think, super cool. I mean, Krang, do you think it's cool? He's
brain reading chat.
He's a fancy Optimus Primal.
Hooray!
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Now that you own all the G1 Autobot combiner limbs, Trail Cutter, Prowl, etc., which are your favorites?
I really like Prowl a lot. He just looks really, really sharp. And he feels good.
What are you building?
I'm building a Krang. I'm building a big bald man in red underpants.
Will we get a deluxe highbrow?
I hope so, because they're 2 away from getting the original 7 done, and that's all I want out of Titan's Return, is the original 7 Headmasters, as I refer to them, as deluxes. Then do whoever else you want. I don't care.
Are you going to get the Headmaster Optimus Prime, aka a remold repaint of Ultra Magnus?
Probably.
Did you or will you get the Perfect Effect add-on for all or any combiner, and will you do a review of them?
I've got a bunch of, I bought the black and the purple feet, and then I got the Bruticus ones. And I've been meaning to do reviews of them for a while, because I felt like the black and purple ones were okay, but not great. And I think the conversation about them is real ugly, because people generally blame all of their problems on the fact that they turn into weapons, when the fact that they turn into weapons is one of the only good things about them.
Are you watching Ghost? Gonna watch something? It's gone.
Eventually. I haven't started Ghost yet.
Have you looked into any of the Pokemon 20th anniversary figures? They're pretty cool.
I haven't. I don't care enough about Pokemon now that I have a Mewtwo. And I basically have, the best one.
How cool would it be to get a Dipstick figure for a More Than Meets the Eye shelf, followed by Who's Dipstick?
I would love a deluxe class Who's Dipstick.
Is that yellow thing a large cheeseburger piece?
Yes, but you can't have it. It's mine.
MPRC when?
I'm working on it right now. Just have some patience.
Thoughts on that BotCon Transmetal Megatron Dragon, aka the one that can turn into a hand and hold a rubber ducky? It can?
It's based on Gigatron, who could turn into a hand. Not a very good looking hand. I think it's neat that they're going back to the well and doing the one that 3H lost as far as exclusive ideas go. I just hope it turns out all right. Like, I don't have much faith in BotCon's toys not having a critical flaw of some kind, especially the big centerpiece ones.
Still addicted to Glyos?
Yeah, you know, I buy my Glyos from my dealer.
Is there a release date for the first wave of Titan Wars?
Not that I'm aware of. I'd assume by the summer, maybe spring.
Will you get the Combiner Wars Devastator?
I have one.
Would you buy a MP Strika or a Lita 1?
Probably. There's no Masterpiece anything I wouldn't buy I can think of.
Do you feel like Ghost was far too spooky for its own good?
I haven't seen it yet, so yes.
You must be so excited that there is a code giveaway happening right now from you. Hashtag number 151.
A code giveaway?
I don't know. I'll be. Which Combiner Wars G1 Combiner is better? Superior, Bruticus, Defensor, or Menasor?
I missed half those names, so I'm going to say Menasor because he's the first one I had as a kid.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how buttery would the perfect ratchet joint be?
Probably around an 8.
Do you still talk to Cook Sucks?
I mean, yeah, I just left a comment on one of his, I think I commented on one of his Magic the Gathering videos recently.
Do you want armor for your Mewtwo?
Armor for my Mewtwo? He doesn't need armor, he's a psychic powerhouse.
Favorite Combiner as a Transformer rather than as a toy?
I always thought Lio Kaiser was cool because I learned about him when I was a teenager and impressionable, and he was so anime that he was basically the best thing.
What's the most money you've spent on a toy?
I don't know. Probably the 400 on that Metal Gear Rex.
Wow. Do you think that Ghostbusters 2 was right and the world will end today?
I mean, we're going to see pretty soon.
It better. Know any good places to buy Gundam in Canada or online all the way?
I think Ages 3 and Up over in BC has some Gundam. I've never bought any from them because I don't buy enough Gundam, but a lot of comic shops I see have Gundam. And Anime Extreme downtown in Toronto has Gundam. Like, I see it around a lot. I think Diamond distributes a lot of it. I've seen it in comic shops more than just in Toronto.
What is your least favorite Transformer toy?
You are. I don't know. I can't remember right now. Something has disappointed me real bad, but I don't remember, which maybe speaks to how much it disappointed me.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, how do you feel the reboot/remake is going to fare? Personally, I don't think it's going to do very well.
I mean, we'll see when it comes out. See how the marketing does. I haven't seen it marketed much outside of the internet, but I believe there was a Super Bowl commercial, and I also don't watch TV, so I'm probably missing a whole lot of context either way.
How long will it take you to edit this for YouTube, or will you forget?
I'll probably forget.
How anime is too anime?
Look in the mirror, and then pull an anime face, and that's too anime.
Favorite Wheeljack figure?
Probably... I want to see what the Combiner Wars one looks like with some repro labels to fill in all the parts of him that are not painted.
Are you going to get the TFC Leo Kaiser?
TFC Leo Kaiser? The third-party one. I might, but I don't want to buy him piecemeal, and I also I cannot drop 600 US on a Combiner right now, because that's nearly 1,000 Canadian.
Just got here, what are we building?
Building some Mega Bloks, the good bricks. I said that because Aaron's in the chat.
Did you see Deadpool yet?
Yes.
Yep, we saw it earlier today. No spoilers, please. A lot of people haven't had a chance to see it. The Helixian says, "Hey Vangelis, thanks for helping with my research."
You're welcome.
Will you pick up Takara's version of Combiner Wars Bruticus, or are you happy with Blastoff being a repaint of Quickslinger?
If I can get GCI's kit with the new Blastoff head with a faceplate, I'll be fine. I'd like to get the Japanese Bruticus because he's so wildly different in color scheme. But that's the main reason.
Why are Optimus Primal's elbows no good?
Because the forearms are full of stuff, and there's, as far as I can tell, there's no room for them to fit a telescoping thing in there as much as I want them to.
Does the upcoming Rid Windblade look like it's going to be better than the Generations Deluxe?
I haven't actually got the Generations Deluxe near me to compare. It looks like it could be a decent toy, but the current paint job looks pretty bad. It's very red, and I'd like to see it with a better paint job.
Aaron is watching and judging.
You better be.
What do you think about Bumblebee getting a spin-off movie, and which other character would you like to see get their own spin-off film?
Well, I mean, is anyone surprised Bumblebee's the one who got the first spin-off? Because you shouldn't be.
I'm not.
Whoop. That time it was the box. I think, I mean, we'll see what the tone is. That's the main thing I want to know. Like, is it going to be tonally trying to be the same as the other ones?
Will he have a voice?
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't.
You just hope he suffers quietly.
No, I just hope he bleeps like, boop, 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 the whole movie. That'd be so
That's
cute.
suffering. That's what that is. It's him.
It's not suffering.
If you translate those bleeps, it's like my throat is literally bleeding all the time.
Then let him suffer.
Wow.
Have you ever built a Gundam?
I have. I built one on a V-Build. V-Build 50. I built a unicorn Gundam.
I haven't played with Mega Bloks since the early 2000s. How are they compared to Lego?
They are, I would say, borderline on par now.
How much Chugokin is too much Chugokin?
10 pounds, I would say, is maybe a bit much.
G1 Fortress Maximus or Titan Metroplex?
Titan Metroplex or G1 Fortress Maximus. Probably, between those two, probably G1 Fortress Maximus, because I think he does more.
What Unicron Trilogy character would you want a masterpiece of?
Sideways.
Favorite Gundam?
Tryon 3. I've never actually watched an episode of that show, but Tryon 3.
Have you truly forgotten about CW Bombshell?
No, I was actually trying to figure out how to review him lately, but I want to review Shrapnel first, so it's going to be a while till I get to him. Oh god, I'm not even getting to start on the big guy. I've got to build a pizza stand now.
Pizza!
To sell pizzas.
Do you think the CW hate is unwarranted and that the Titans Return Galvatron looks good?
I mean, the CW hate is a little bit general speaking. Like, I'd need to know more specifics. I think that Combiner Wars is fine. I've really enjoyed it myself because I am digging combination in general. I don't think it's unwarranted to be tired of the repaint factor of it. I think the repaint factor is why there are 6 waves of it and not 3.
Opinion on Victorion?
I really like Victorion still. No one else seems to the way I do.
Maybe if she wasn't like
they toned down
green.
They toned down the wrong color.
Oh.
That green needed to be loud and proud.
We are losing questions.
That's fine.
So many questions. What would you say is the next best Batman animated movie next to Mask of the Phantasm?
After Mask of the Phantasm, I kind of don't care, so I'm not sure.
Do you like the G2 repaint of the Combiner Wars figures?
I just got Superion, and I was pleasantly surprised with how he looked in hand. There's who was it? Skydive has like 5 pounds of silver paint on his body, and it's really pretty.
TR Domi, mitty enough? Oh, or not more than meets the eye.
You can't make adjectives out of some of these words.
I have so many questions to read. Make it easy for me, man.
He looks fine. You know, he looks more G1 than more than meets the eye, but he's got the head, and that's the important thing, I think.
Vacuuminator greets us and wants to know how's it going.
It's going all right, aside from this like pizza box that my webcam is mounted on.
If Victorian was red and like blue, I think it'd be accepted more easily, question mark?
No, that turquoise is the important color. The red needed to be toned down. That turquoise has to be like blazing, bloody eyes, loud and proud. Otherwise, like, we aren't living in the right world, and the world needs to change. And by that I mean burn.
Are you a fan of Jam Project?
Yeah, Jam Project is pretty fun. I don't listen to their stuff constantly, but it's fun enough.
Dog person or cat person?
I don't know. I need to spend more time with dogs. I like both. I'm allergic to cats and not as allergic to dogs, so I guess dog by default.
What are your thoughts on the Make Toys version of Tailgate?
He's really fun.
He's cute.
He looks good.
He looks really good. A+. All right.
Would buy again.
Are you a ferret person?
I don't know nothing about no ferrets.
Corinne, how was your day? It was pretty good. We saw Deadpool and we made a cake, and now we're doing a live stream, and I'm just trying to not miss any questions. Just wondering, what did you think of Bayonetta being the final DLC character for Smash Bros. 4?
It will belie my lack of playing Smash Brothers that I think that that's fine, but I also am probably not going to play Smash Brothers 4 ever. So my opinion on the matter is clearly the important one.
Are you getting Unite Warriors Grand Galvatron?
I am going to try like mad.
What are your thoughts on TR Fort Max?
He looks fine. He's kind of like what I was expecting. There's a whole bunch of Metroplex genealogy in him, but he looks like he has a better, puffier torso. I just hope his knee joints don't suck, because then that would bring the whole thing down.
Do you think that Hasbro went in the right direction when they took Groove out of Defensor?
I mean, they didn't really take him out. He's still there. Making him smaller, I think, is a great experiment, and it led to Rook, which is one of the best Combiner Wars toys out there. So I'm super fine with it. Also, if you prefer him being a leg, like, you also have that option available to purchase, so, you know, everyone wins.
What are you building?
I'm building a pizza stand.
What's your favorite show today?
Right now? Man, what am I watching? I need to get back on Hannibal Season 3. I'm watching Lucha Underground right now. I'm really enjoying that.
Have you played Devastation?
I have. I really liked it. It's not the best game in the world, but it was pretty fun.
Ghost or Gaim?
I haven't watched any Ghost yet, so I cannot comment.
What do you do with all your figures?
Eat them.
Have you ever watched any J. Decker?
I've played through Brave Saga 2, where I was privy to a big J. Decker plot moment, it turns out, but I've not watched any of the show proper.
Am I weird for wanting an MP Transmetal 2 Megatron?
You're never weird.
Does it bother you that the CW Cyclonus and Titans Return Galvatron are Cyclonus, yet the upcoming Scourge is Deluxe?
I mean, Scourge just gets the short end of the stick most of the time. I'm getting used to it. He had a really good toy like 6 years ago, and they didn't, so I guess he had it coming.
What's your favorite two-color combination for Transformers? Personally, I like black and bright-ass orange.
I'm big on cold palette, so I like turquoise, you know, steel turquoise, military turquoise, with some kind of gunmetal.
So many questions! Have you played Transformers Devastation? If so, what did you think of it?
I already answered that. It's alright.
Do you like to wear sunglasses at night so you can keep track of the vision in your eyes?
I guess I'd better start.
How do you feel about the parts forming of Winged Gundam's plane mode?
Man, let me tell you, I talked to Tomino about that personally, and he told me I'm sorry.
Do you think we will ever get a Combiner Wars Computron?
Probably.
Do you think there's a chance Hasbro will release a deluxe groove similar to Quickslinger?
Probably.
Would you want to see an MPG2 Megatron?
That'd be fun. Yeah, give me that. Proper neon purple.
Thoughts on Figuarts Winspector?
I don't have any attachment to Winspector, so I've not checked those out. They look fine. I haven't heard any like major problems about them. Like Fire is the first one who came out.
What's your favorite rider kick?
Oh man, probably Kabuto's.
Are you excited for Transformers Earth Wars?
Not really, because I don't really get into mobile games all that heavy, and that trailer looked real cool until it pulled back to reveal a like turn-based strategy phablet game, and I was like, oh, I see. Well, that was neat.
Have you already answered this question?
I have.
Deal or no deal?
Always take the deal.
What do you like better, Star Wars or Transformers?
Transformers.
Who made the better Nova Prime, Make Toys or MMC?
Make Toys is a better, like, Nova Prime. I think MMC's is a more fun toy, and I don't think it was trying to be... If it was trying to be a perfect Nova Prime, then that's not the right idea. It's literally Prima with armor that looks like Nova Prime.
If Mattel and Hasbro ended up merging, what Mattel property would be the most fun to see the Transformers crossover with?
Mega Bloks.
Masterpiece Blitzwing question mark?
Sure, do it.
If Transformers brought back the Sparkbots, the fire gimmick toys, what TF would you want that gimmick shoehorned in?
Shoehorned in, probably... You know, Blur would be neat to see with a spark gimmick.
That would be, actually. He's going really fast.
Yeah.
Do you hope for a CW Abominus?
I mean, it would be cool. I think that would need to come on the heels of other Beast-style Combiner Wars sets. So, until we see that, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Kamen Rider Decade, his fault or always his fault?
Not always. It is his fault, but it's not always his fault.
Wait, have you played with MMC's Nova Prime?
Yeah, I have one. I took a picture of one. It went up on Twitter.
Thoughts on the lack of a CW Predaking?
Probably the same reasoning behind the lack of a CW Abominus.
Who is you favorite former?
I really like... I don't know. As far as formers go, I kind of like Leader 10.
Do you like Devastator?
Yeah, he's cool. I want to mess around with him some more. That I've gotten over having Bone Crusher as a desk toy for a while.
Favorite bit of Force Awakens fanon?
I haven't read any of the fanon. I've only read canon things, like the Saturday Night Live sketch.
How possible would a C-Con set to an Abominus set be, do you think, as a non-toy designer?
As a non-toy designer, I think it's lazy that they're not doing everything I want, damn it.
Any chances for CW seasons?
CW Seasons?
That's what it is.
I think that was probably Seacons.
Oh. Which was your favorite Metal Gear mech and game?
I've only actually played 1 and 2, but I watched all of Metal Gear Scanlan, so it's basically like I've played the other ones. And, I don't know about favorite game. I think probably 4, but I definitely am in love with Sahelanthropus. That thing is a gorgeous design.
It was Seacons.
I knew it.
Which combiner do you think we will get? Compton or Leo Kaiser?
Given the leaks, I would assume if any of those leaks are true and going to happen, then both.
Did you see we are getting even more Rid Decepticons? Do you have hope yet?
No, not until Thunderhoof is in my hands and I'm playing with him.
Have you played Shovel Knight?
I haven't. I would like to at some point, but I have not yet.
TMNT, Mega Bloks Technodrome possible future V-build set.
I don't know about a V-build on that thing, but I would like to get that thing. It looks delicious.
Phil Bunny's here.
Hello.
Hey, Evangelist, big fan. What do you think is coming up for Transformers in the next 5 years?
Probably a bunch of live-action films to get us more money to make more fan-wanky toys.
Been a long time, buddy. Did you see the TMNT Out of the Shadows trailer? If so, are you excited?
I actually didn't watch the trailer. After I saw a whole bunch of friends saying that it looked really cool, I decided I don't need to see it. I'll just go check that movie out in theaters, because I watched the first one in theaters anyway. And if this one looks better, it sounds like it's answering a lot of my problems with the first one as far as taking itself less seriously. So I'll probably check it out.
We all know how you feel about TFCW, but what about DCCW?
Oh, man. These are too many...
Too many letters. I don't know.
I don't know what... Could DC Combiner Wars? I can't believe that Superman and Batman were basically repaints of each other, but with different capes. It's just ludicrous.
I thought a Thunderhoof was revealed already.
I don't have Thunderhoof yet, so I don't believe he exists until I'm filming his packaging.
Do you think Combiner Wars leader Megatron would make a good G2 repaint?
Probably. I mean, he's a tank. I'm surprised it hasn't been bandied about yet so far.
Do you like Transformers Prime?
Yeah, it's fun.
Choryujin or King Jader?
I'm a King Jader man myself.
Apologies if someone's already asked this, but initial thoughts on Zyuohger?
Zyuohger, I am amazed that the Megazord toy is still 6,000 yen. Because at first I thought, well, that looks dumb, but it must be like 3,000 yen. I'd picked it up for 3,000 yen. Then I saw it's not, and I'm like, what? Like, where is the money going in that? Because holy crap.
Do you watch WWE?
No, not really.
Would you rather build a Star Destroyer or 500 Transformers?
500 Transformers, because they're Transformers. I mean, they're more fun.
Thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan?
Mutants in Manhattan? Is that the video game? I haven't played that in a bajillion years, so I'm not sure.
Play any of the new Battlefront yet?
I have not. I'm not a Battlefront man. I just sort of spectate.
Yo, I was just wanted to watch an actual live V-build. What up, Vangelis?
Yo, what up? My right leg is starting to fall asleep, so I'm going to move it.
Don't hit the camera.
Ah!
Would you agree that IDWCW would have been better if it was actually about the damn combiners and not politics?
I don't think it would have been better. I think it would have been the same. It's the best way I can put it.
What thing outside of Galgagar is the closest to the sort of henching scene with the King of Braves?
I look at any other Brave series, really.
What's the best, Armada, Energon, or Vibertron?
Vibertron, I don't know what that is, so that's probably the best.
Ever played Turtles in Time?
Back, like, in the arcades I did, but I don't have tons of memory of it.
Favorite Toy Fair reveal, Transformers or otherwise?
I'm super stoked about Mega Bloks getting Destiny and doing the Technodrome.
Mutants in Manhattan is the new Platinum game in the style of TF Devastation.
Oh, that! Yeah, I watched the trailer for that. I'm psyched, because Devastation was fun. I want to play more of their stuff with properties I know.
Real question, I got into miniature painting lately, specifically chibi anime style miniature games by Soda Pop Mini. Ever thought about miniatures games? They are toys and games at the same time.
I played a ton of Games Workshop through high school, and it broke me because they killed the best miniatures game ever, which was called Gorka Morka. And then I got subject to the reality of Games Workshop. I tried to get into War Machine, and it's just been broken for me. The whole thing's been broken.
Favorite obscure video game?
Oh man, obscure video games. I'm going to say stuff, but they're just indie darlings, which means they're not obscure. So...
Mariah version 4.7.
Yeah, that's my favorite. What is that? I don't know what that is.
That's a roguelike game from like 1989. I used to play on my dad's Mac too. It was awesome, and I loved it.
Oh, cool.
Personal favorite interpretation of Optimus Prime?
Live action movie, unironically. As long as you are aware that he's not heroic, then he's great.
Favorite episode of Superlink?
Probably the last one, because then the series was over.
Do you think the Titans Return comic might involve more than meets the eye more, since most of the headmasters are in that book?
Possibly, but I also have seen that IDW clearly don't want to interfere with more than meets the eye. So I suspect it's going to be more like the way that a lot of the Combiner Wars toys were not necessarily indicative of the state of the comic books.
Do you think that Beast Wars should have a remake?
I don't know if it needs a remake, really. It would be cool to see like another take at the CG, so it's, you know, not mainframe mid-90s, late 90s sort of janky stuff, as charming as that was.
Were you ever a Magic the Gathering nerd?
Yep, back in elementary school I was.
Did you hear that Games Workshop killed the Warhammer Fantasy World?
Yeah, I spent an entire evening reading, I think it was from, it was some wiki that was written in the style of possibly the TG board on 4chan, where they had like very, very, very tongue-in-cheek explanations of all that stuff. And I read the entire history of the downfall of fantasy, and it was fascinating.
Have you ever played the Persona series?
I have not.
Can you believe the new Rid Optimus toy will feature the character taking flight for the first time ever?
It's amazing. Optimus Prime has never flown before, and now he will, and we will bear witness.
He's never flown, huh?
He's never flown before, ever. This is the first ever flying Optimus Prime.
Who's the best Gundam?
Tryon 3, most probably, is the best Gundam. Well, now we're out of questions.
No, I'm just trying to friggin' read them all. Would you rather have MP versions of the Omnibots or MP Road Caesar?
Road Caesar.
Favorite Beast Wars character?
Oh, man. Ask me later.
If you can get a hold of it when it's released, would you be willing to review MP Primal?
Probably.
Hi from Sweden.
Hi. I like Sweden.
Do you Chan?
Not really.
Okay. I legit like your background music and your newer reviews. What was the genius logic behind that?
It filled in silences better, and I realized I had background music behind Transformation this whole time, and that it was actually really jarring to me that music would just stop, and there would be dead silence behind my voice. It also helps mask little audio edits, so there's, a win-win for me.
Where did you buy this Krang set? I want it for myself.
I got it off toysrus.ca.
How do you see if Scourge was a female?
How do I see if he's a female? I guess you just, take him aside, go to a doctor, accredited doctor, and, figure it out.
Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Probably... Well, Plamu doesn't do it anymore. Who am I thinking of? Yohei DX is probably my favorite.
Who's that?
That's the guy who does stop motions of Japanese toys.
The really, really good ones?
Where the box opens itself and the toy assembles itself.
This one has a lot of letters in it. Do you think that More Than Meets the Eye should rid the 3P companies with MPs of CW figures before TR comes out and we all get TMI from spoilers of the NTCO?
Absolutely.
Do I get a raise now?
Yes.
Evangelist, what do you think of Combiner Wars Predicus? Also, have you gotten any Repro Label sets for Combiner Wars figures?
I haven't gotten any Repro Label sets yet because I'm obsessed with the idea that I want to review and compare every version of them before I put any Repro Labels on them, which is really stupid. As for Predicus, looks okay, but I would have preferred toy colors, and I'm not going to that BotCon, so I'm sort of ignoring it for the most part.
How did you do that intro for the Groove review? Because that intro was amazing.
I spent about a day and a half on it, and, lots of waving toys around.
Who would win in a fight, Bumblebee or Stinger?
Stinger should have won in the fight. It's a shame he had literally no character, so I don't support him as much as I wanted to.
He was the fancier Bumblebee in one of those movies, right?
Yeah. The one who could have had a whole character arc. The one who was a complete waste of my time.
People are saying hey to each other in the chat.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Where's the wedge piece I'm looking for? Does anyone see it? Because I've done a tour of this pile of stuff like twice.
Right there.
That's not it.
That's not it.
I found it.
Okay. By the way, what do you think about Cyclonus with a cape, arm prosthetic, and one eye who transform into a tank?
I mean, that's so very specific that I would feel terrible if I said no, so I think that's great.
I don't think that's Cyclonus anymore. What will be the plot of the Bumblebee spinoff?
It's probably going to be Bumblebee getting into some hijinks.
How do you feel about the continuation of the Transformers device label series?
I mean, I'd love it if it continued. I probably still wouldn't buy any because they're all too expensive when they come out. But if it's continuing, then, do it.
Were you happy that Scorn had a toy-accurate helmet in the movie in red shading?
I was so happy about that helmet. I can't even begin to explain how psyched I was by that.
Ever consider making a whole video like your awesome opening skits? I always remember your third-party add-ons Rodimus skit. That was really rad.
The main problem is that I don't have a plot, and it takes me long enough to do those openings that I would not be making reviews anymore for a while, and then my traffic would die. So if I had some way of doing it faster, I probably would. But right now, it's best kept to just those little openings here and there.
Greetings from Australia.
Good day.
Good day. More Than Meets the Eye should have a Cyberverse toy line with a Lost Light playset. Am I right?
That would be fun. That would be really fun. And a Cyberverse rod pod? Like, that would be that'd be swish.
How about a More Than Meets the Eye Rodimus?
Oh, no, that's silly. Why would anyone ever make that?
How about a good Rodimus?
Hey, no, that's... Listen, we're getting...
We can't have that?
We're getting the 10-year-old one again, okay? Like, are you not satisfied? You know how that toy has tenure?
If I wrote you a good script, would you do it?
No, probably not.
What is your favorite Toy Fair reveal so far?
The Mega Bloks Technodrome and the Mega Bloks Destiny, because now I can act like I know anything about Destiny without ever playing it, which will further irritate everyone I know who plays Destiny.
I thought you liked the little scorpion guy.
Oh,
and
from
Wheelie.
Transformers. Yeah, that's... I was thinking, like, in terms of all of Toy Fair.
Oh.
Yeah, Scorponok looks cool and Wheelie looks cool.
Feel like it'll be too much having Transformers movie every year possible for well into the 2020s.
No, because it's already too much having one of those every 2 years. So, like, let's just go all whole hog into it.
Do you think we will get a Titan-class Raiden or a third-party version?
I think an unofficial Raiden is more likely than a Titan-class one.
Psyched about that 3MP IDW Optimus.
The G-Creations one? It's interesting. I've never handled G-Creations stuff before. So, it would be a great excuse to try their stuff out without getting into a Dinobot combiner.
Do you think we will get a Nautica toy?
I feel like someone somewhere will do us a Nautica toy. I'm not sure who, but someone will.
Vegemite or Tim Tams?
Dude, it's not even a question. Tim Tams.
What do you think the new Red Warrior class Windblade?
I think that I would love to see the Japanese version that ideally will have more colors on her.
What if someone wrote a good skit and I made the video and you just voice it? Would you do it?
You'd be waiting way too long for my voice work, and I hate commitments, so probably not.
Are you excited about the upcoming full-scale prop replicas of the Iron Man helmet and Captain America's shield?
I knocked over tailgate.
Oh.
Those prop replicas look neat. I don't know if I'd actually buy them, but it's neat that they're doing, like, $100 ones. They're taking that risk on that kind of product.
Titan-class Trypticon, ?
That won a fan vote, so probably next year.
What was your first Transformer?
I am told it was either Wreck-Gar or Ratchet from G1.
Where's the best place to get Transformers news?
Do you want to know my immediate answer? It's really stupid. I don't know why this was my first answer.
The internet?
My butt!
Give him a real answer.
I don't know, just go. There's a whole bunch of news sites that update like 15 times a day. Just pick the one with the front page you like the most.
How big is Titan class?
Titan class is big, man. Titan class, big ass.
You going to Power Morphicon this year?
No. I am not. I don't live near there, so I'd have to budget it in, and I'd rather spend that money elsewhere right now. If money was no object, I would totally go to every convention in Pasadena, because I love that convention center. But I gotta think monetarily a little bit.
How do you feel about Fort Max being a Metroplex retool? It kind of works.
Yeah, I think it kind of works. I don't think it's a surprise either.
Your opinions on the Titans Return line versus the Combiner Wars line. Also, how many repaints will we be getting with the Titans Return?
You're going to get exactly 15 repaints. And I think that it definitely does not seem to feature Combiners as heavily as Combiner Wars did.
Will you still be getting Victorion despite them turning the turquoise down from 10 to 2?
Oh yeah, I'm going to begrudgingly get her now. And I'm going to, complain about how everything's wrong, but I'm still going to get her.
Live-action Scorponok is literally made of knives?
He is.
Ah, okay. Are you a Transformer?
I am.
What do you turn into?
We all know the answer to this question.
Lego or Eggo?
You can eat Eggo. Lego's harder to eat.
And it hurts when you step on it. How long is this going to take? That thing is not even built yet.
No, it's not. This is going to take a while. Let's keep going.
I'm thirsty. Time for a water break. Did you see the QID Season 2 reveal?
QID Season 2? I don't know what that is.
Is it a toilet?
Is it a toilet?
Damn it. Big Mac or Whopper?
Big Mac. Burger King is garbage food. In the context of garbage food.
Favorite Energon figure combination?
Oh, man. There was one I really liked, actually. Oh, what was it? It was Inferno and Ironhide, with the Ironhide legs fully extended. Like, that looked really cool.
Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis?
I had both, so I never had to pick a side.
Why do you think Rampage laughed when Depth Charge was killing him in Beast Wars?
Because Rampage was loco.
Rank all the fast food.
Okay. At the bottom is Burger King. At the top is everything that isn't Burger King.
Which repaint of MP Jazz will you be most excited about getting when they are finally released? Smiley Jazz!
Probably Stepper, because I always had a thing for Stepper.
Which is better, Galvatron transforming into a tank or a boat?
Probably a boat, because generally boats are cooler than anything.
Tomato or tomato?
Tomato, obviously.
No.
Yes.
Gurren Lagann or Gal Gaigar?
Gal Gaigar.
Who would win, old or new Murgatron? Spelled funny.
I can't answer that question without consulting my legal team.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. What? Streets of Rage 2.
That's right.
Favorite Galaxy Force figure that isn't Galaxy Convoy?
Probably Noise Maze. I really like Noise Maze. Hey, look. See this? These are his underjunk balls, right? I'm gonna stick this into his underjunk now.
Okay.
That's his hip line. You see what I just did?
Hashtag underjunk ball.
Hashtag underjunk balls.
Oh, now you've distracted me from the questions.
That's fine. They're okay with it. For
Good.
the sake of underjunk balls, it's fine.
Good rid Scorponok as Beast or Scorponok can it be?
Sure it can. I mean, anything can be if you put your mind to it.
Do you have MP Ironhide, and how is he?
He has incredible hand feel. He's a tactile wonder.
Favorite Kamen Rider?
Krang, who's my favorite Kamen Rider?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
It's alright, there's no actual answer to that question, so it's fine.
Your thoughts on Titan Return Galvatron being a triple changer?
I mean, it's fine. It's not like any of those modes are really impeding any of the other ones, as far as I can tell.
Could KR Kabuto take down Gurren Lagann?
I mean, why would he be fighting a giant robot? I mean, you gotta answer me that first.
Your crossover has to have validation. There's a whole lot of hashtag underjunk balls.
Hashtag underjunk ball. Why is that the thing? Like, that's,
You started it.
it's as puerile a thing as I could have ever said.
Puerile. Ugh, stretchies. Favorite Force chip design?
I really like Vector Primes.
Force chip? Like
Those were
potato chip?
No, those were the gimmicks that the Galaxy Force Transformers used to activate their gimmicks. They'd say Force Chip Ignition and then jam a Force Chip into a slot.
Have you seen Deadpool yet?
Corinne, have we seen Deadpool yet?
Yes, we saw it earlier today.
We did!
But in What's the word for niceness for other people? Consideration of others, please no spoilers. Mm-hmm. Lee Kaba has pizza now. Woo, I'm jealous. We had sandwiches for dinner.
I want pizza.
I want pizza too. Somebody order us pizza. Favorite 90s Disney cartoon?
90s Disney cartoon? Probably Gargoyles.
Oh yeah, that was Disney, wasn't it?
It was!
Plot twist. Evangelus's alt mode is a pair of underjunk balls. Not sure if that's better or worse than toilet, to be honest.
What's better than toilet, really?
Everything.
I learn everyone's secrets by being a toilet.
Ew. What is the chance of Mega Pretenders being the third Prime Wars gimmick after Combiners and Headmasters?
It's probably... I'm going to run the numbers by some people I know, so I can't tell you right now, but I'd say those numbers are probably somewhere between 0 and 100.
Aaron says there's apparently a top 5 in the world pizza place within 15 minutes of him.
Oh, look! You look at the fancy man over there.
Yeah, fancy Aaron. He's gonna move.
Good old Fancy Aaron. Remember Fancy Aaron? Remember back when Fancy Aaron was cool?
I remember before Aaron.
Remember the before times?
The before times. All right, favorite 90s Disney movie? Mulan, Mulan, or Mulan?
Oh, that's a hard one. Crane, you pick.
I'll make a man out of you. Your worst Combiner Wars figure?
Oh, man. Worst? I can't remember what disappointed me anymore. You know what? Pipes. Maybe. No, Pipes looks okay. If you don't pretend he's Pipes and you pretend he's someone else and he's fine. I don't know. Buzzsaw. He's terrible for combining.
Thoughts on Mattel getting the Halo license from McFarlane?
Unsurprising, I guess.
I know we have both already, but how likely are Tailgate and Cyclonus in TR?
I'll run the numbers by my people. And, we'll get back to you with some, proper betting statistics.
Thoughts on the Deadpool, Saitama from One Punch Man, and apparently Elsa from Frozen Figmas?
I have not watched One Punch Man yet. I've been meaning to.
Mega Man or Samus?
Samus. There's not many pieces left. How am I having this much trouble finding one?
Corinne, will we ever see your face, or will you forever remain a voice with no body like the subtitles? You will never see my face. Are you alive?
Me?
Yes.
No. Not at all.
Breakdown sucks. Those janky hips and huge boots.
You're a huge boots.
Perfect effect upgrade for Menasor?
They have made one.
Favorite PS2 game? Jak and Daxter 2. Jak and Daxter.
I have been meaning to play Shadow of the Colossus for about 8 years.
Have you watched One Punch Man?
Rewind a bit and tell me what you find.
Well, that was pointless to ask, LOL. What do you think of Titan's Return leader Blaster and Soundwave?
They look like they're fun toys. They don't look like they'd be my be-all, end-all Blaster Soundwave. Like much of these gimmick lines, some figures are totally like, this is a definitive figure. Some of them are, here's a character I know running under a new, kooky gimmick.
How likely do you think it is that we'll get Minerva in TR? How likely do you think it is that she wouldn't just be a head?
Yes.
Favorite gaming channel?
Probably... Man, I want to think of a dumbass answer to this. I don't really have one. I like Giant Bomb's gaming channel a whole lot. I mean, it's just their website on YouTube, but I like their content a lot.
I like Northern Lion.
He's cool, too.
I like his Binding of Isaac runs. How do you feel about the new Scourge? His robot mode is so disappointing, in my opinion.
I think his head looks kind of funny, but I don't mind him. He's not the best Scourge ever, but he looks a lot less awkward than some of the leak picture things were.
He looks like the actual G1 shape, though, right? That one?
His alt mode looks like that, but with armor bolted on the sides.
Do you like Let's Plays or criticism?
I prefer criticism, but I don't mind Let's Plays.
What do you think the next MP figure should be?
I think it should be... I haven't dropped this one yet to pander entirely. Omega Supreme should be the next Masterpiece figure.
Do you have any Generation video game consoles?
I have a couple Generation video game consoles.
Are you ever going to review any Tiger and Bunny toys?
I've had a review written for Fig Arts Tiger for years, but I don't want to actually make it until I write the reviews for all the other fig arts, so I have no idea.
You got a Trailbreaker. How do you like him?
He's pretty fun. I like that you can use you can Hulk hand his one handless arm.
How do you feel about Skullcruncher being the best headmaster?
I feel like you aren't looking at Mind Wipe.
Defensor or Superion?
Defensor, I feel, has more gravitas.
Which Chrome Dome do you prefer, TFCC or Titan's Return?
Titan's Return, by far. TFCC is okay, but it looks more like a custom to me than the, like, more realized G1 robot mode.
RC repaint of Chrome Dome? I want to see it in horrible pink.
Let's do it.
Have you watched Dino Charge yet? We're 3 episodes into the 2nd season now.
I have not yet. It's on my to-do list because it sounds great and Yoshi is a darling.
Are you pumped for Titan's Return trip to Con?
I'm not, like, pumped. I just want to see how he turns out.
Your thoughts on Titan's Return Sentinel Prime?
It looks like a great Astro Train. I want to mess with him.
Are you a fan of Garo?
I am a fan of Garo.
Do you like Menasor?
Yeah, Menasor my boy.
How do you feel about the Generations Brainstorm being overshadowed by a deluxe?
I don't feel like we could say he's being overshadowed quite yet.
What's Vangelis' gimmick?
It's one part Mil Muertes, one part King Cuerno.
How is Wheeljack? I heard his remolding is A+, but he is incredibly super bleached white.
Yeah, he is begging for a Repro Label set. He feels almost like he wasn't, but he feels like a toy that was made knowing that Repro Labels would be able to add a bajillion extra color work apps to him.
Giant Bomb related, your opinion on New Dan Reichert?
New Dan is scary, and I feel like it's a long game for some kind of heel gimmick. I don't know, man.
Have you heard about our Dark Lord and Savior, Mindwipe?
I have. In fact, I think I'm the one who gave you the brochure. So I applaud your eagerness, but we've got to get word out to the neophytes.
Favorite hero from Tiger and Bunny?
Man, it's a I call him a hero. I really like Lunatic. Lunatic is fine. I like Lunatic a lot.
Were you disappointed when the new Chrome Dome wasn't comic-based?
A little bit, but I wasn't surprised. I feel like, given how the other deluxe headmasters look, it seems like that he's in line with the greater good. But I'd still like a comic one.
Would you like an Elita 1 made out of the Jetfire mold?
Sure.
Favorite fighting game?
I'm real big on that dive kick.
What is a sillier alt mode combo than Astro Train?
Broadside, man.
Do you prefer Godzilla or Gamera?
I need to watch the Gamera trilogy that I have a Blu-ray set of. Then I'll be able to get back to you.
Is Figma making a Prime Samus, or am I misinterpreting that part of Toy Arc Picks?
I think they are.
Would you rather get Stinger or the new Megatron?
Who's the new Megatron?
I don't know. What's your thoughts on the Rid Minicons?
I think that the lack of a spring-loaded transformation is a big disappointment. It like everything about them is a great spring-loaded transformer, but then they don't spring-load transform, and I'm like, you're leaving me hanging here. And I think that they kind of are a bummer in that sense.
Current favorite third-party figure that's not part of a combiner?
I am really digging...
Kaon?
Yeah. Anarchus. He's actually one of my favorite ones of last year.
Yep. What's your thoughts on retconning sweeps to be clean-shaven gorgeous?
I think that they're just doing it the one time. I've been calling that guy Phil. I don't know why. I'll probably change his name eventually. But I think he's just trying real hard, and he'll eventually give in and beard up.
Any thoughts on Mega Bloks Destiny sets?
I'm excited about them because I like Mega Bloks, and Destiny has a cool aesthetic. I don't actually play Destiny at all. I just like the Mega Bloks side of things.
Have you seen the new Mezco releases? Could you review them?
I've seen the stuff they've been showing off. I need to own them to review them, and I'm probably not going to buy everything that they make because now there's so much coming out. But I'm going to try to get at least one of their Marvel releases.
What company makes the Krang you're building?
This is Mega Bloks.
What's people's beef with that toy guru guy?
That's like, if I was going to explain it, it would all be stuff other people told me. So So I'm not the best one. Go ask Emiliano Santalucia or a whole bunch of people who have been into He-Man, and they will probably have more to say.
Gonna pick up the 3-pack with Phil? Question mark.
No, because the translucent effect they're going for is super not working for me. It's a hit and a miss for me.
Is that the one with this clear Cyclonus?
Yeah.
If you do, I'll take the Cyclonus. Are the Toy World Constructicons worth the investment?
I have no idea. I've not messed with them.
Are you going in on the rest of Warbotron?
No. I sold my Air Blast ages ago.
What is the best Unicron Trilogy Optimus Prime Super Mode?
Probably Galaxy Convoy is the most practical and playable that they've done.
Do you think Mighty Number 9 is ever going to come out?
No.
Thoughts on DJ Khaled?
I don't have an opinion on DJ Khaled. Well, I'm missing something here.
Magnetism Melodic says, I like that little Cyclonus tailgate thing in the backdrop. Yay, I'm glad you like it. Thanks for noticing. What is the best reason to visit Canada?
It's our Prime Minister, Tim Horton. He's a good man.
What's the strangest thing you've built on V-Build?
Probably that time I built a box.
Those little planet guys were kind of strange.
I have 3 more of those. I almost brought them, and then I was like, hey, remember everything went wrong last time I brought those? So I left them at home.
Is TR Fort Max a double headmaster? I can't tell from the pics.
He is.
Opinion/thoughts on the Beast Wars Neo Unicron?
I always thought that thing was... I think it's cool that a group's unofficially going to try to do it, because, like, that's some real, like, 90s nostalgia that very few people probably give a crap about anymore. So it's sort of ballsy that someone is going to try to do that thing anyway.
Favorite DC trailer from the new lineup?
DC trailer? I don't know, man. I'm just going to go watch some of those movies.
Will you do poutine reviews?
Probably not.
Least favorite Combiner Wars combiner?
If you're using Battle Core Optimus, I'm not really into that as much. He just ends up looking like, hey, you're supposed to be Ultra Prime. Why aren't you?
Who is best pony?
I'm going to say you're the best pony for now.
You've
heard
heard it. About RWBY from Rooster Teeth? It just finished season 3 yesterday.
I've heard about Ruby. I almost watched it. Right when I was thinking of watching it, the creator passed away, and it kind of bummed me out, so I haven't watched it yet. I want to check it out sometime. I think it's on Netflix still, if I remember correctly.
Smiley Jazz keeps me coming back every time. Good to see you.
Yo, yo!
Apologies if this has been asked, but do you think we'll get another Beast Wars MP?
I feel weird about committing to the idea of one of those coming out past Primal. I hope we do, but I won't be disappointed if we don't.
Any plans to review more Kamen Rider figure arts?
Yes.
What were those plate mecha thingies you built either last V-Build Live or the one before?
Do you mean the frame robos? The ones that were all flat and then turn not flat?
Would an MP Black Arachnia be able to stand in Arachnid mode?
It would depend on the engineering, I would assume.
Least favorite Gundam design?
Oh man, I don't know. Any of those ones that are like white and blue and red with a bit of yellow?
Have you picked up CW Skylinks yet? And if so, thoughts?
I just opened him up today. He's pretty neat. I posted a couple pictures of him on my Twitter.
Have you seen The Room?
I have not seen The Room. I don't feel like I need to. The internet's told me a whole lot about it, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be a use of my time to actually sit down and watch it.
Have you seen the Beezle Boss Nova Prime?
I have. I'm more interested in the SND one because the creator of it is a lot more active, and it's going to feature combined mode engineering, whereas the Beelzeboss one is nullifying the combined mode, which I think is a huge mistake.
What do you think of the Batman vs. Superman final trailer?
I don't know if I've seen the final trailer. I'm kind of not watching anything about that movie. I'll just probably see it for cheap when it's out.
Yes, they meant the frame robos. What happened to them?
They're living happily ever after in retirement. They achieve their dreams.
What's your opinion on Zaku's? Those are the best Gundam.
They got one eye.
Hi, Krang. Do you know Sammy from Repack Podcast? I've never met her, but I know of her. Is that a legit Lego Deadpool there? He's rare, so a lot of them are. Okay. Yes, it is a legit Lego Deadpool. My best friend got it for me from New York Comic Con last year. Woohoo! He's got 2 little swords and they're real cute. Have you seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? They're both really good.
I saw Breaking Bad. I loved it.
Have you considered watching the current Pokemon anime?
I have not, because they have more than 150 Pokemon, and that kind of offends me.
Would you have tea with Donald Trump?
No.
Think there'll be a third-party transforming mini Prime Cab add-on for Titan's Return Power Master Prime?
If someone thinks there's enough money in it, I don't know if there would be myself.
Would you rather be a dragon or a transformer? Transformer.
Yeah, Transformer. Then I'm immortal.
What is your opinion on Transformers 5?
It's probably going to be a movie.
I hate my rural connection. Kryn, adopt me? Okay, come on up. It's really cold here, though. Opinions on Kamen Rider Ghost?
I still have to watch it. I'm almost there. I'm almost ready to watch it. Then I started watching Lucha Underground instead. But I'm almost there ready, and I'm going to watch it.
Thoughts on Planet X Vulcan?
I like him. I have a review of him up.
If you ever watch Ruby, just keep in mind the out-of-fight animation only gets better every season, I promise.
I would assume... I mean, that's when I watched Red vs. Blue. I was watching it knowing that their tech got a lot better as it went on.
What's your opinion on Donald Trump's hair?
It's like garbage. Like, it's just trash garbage.
I saw a picture someone did where it was his face in profile, and it fit the golden... I forget what it's called. It looks like a shell. There's a mathematical principle. It's called the golden perspective or something. It was hilarious. All right. What is your opinion on Transformers Red?
I think it's fine. It's not like the best cartoon ever, but I don't really understand some of the more outspoken statements of like, man, this is a blemish on the legacy of our fandom. It's like, it's not. It's fine. It's just not very, collector oriented.
Would you ever do a Toy Talk podcast?
I'm assuming that's another podcast. I mean, if I get invited to a podcast, if it's if I'm around, then I'm always up for talking.
Did you watch Ghost of Joker, or are these actually being asked? I don't know, so I read it. Thoughts on the upcoming Power Rangers movie?
I think it's hilarious that they apparently were saying things like, the suits are going to be real gritty at Toy Fair, because it's like, you're describing everything that no one wants a Power Rangers movie to be. Golden
ratio. Thanks, everybody. The spiral is the golden ratio. Are you going to be picking up the next 2 generation toy Constructicons?
I don't know, because the first 2 were loaned to me by Chosen Prime, and we actually have a lot of distance between us, and that ended up being postally a little expensive. So I said, if you can figure something out, go for it, but if not, I don't need to. As it is, they are $100 US a piece. I can't afford that right now.
Would you ever do a podcast about figure releases where you just talk about stuff?
Maybe. I've always been thinking of moving away from doing just a dedicated Transformers podcast and into something more general.
Best IDW Transformers couple? Mine is Tarantulas X Prowl.
Probably...
That's pretty good.
Sunder X, I don't want to spoil too much. Sunder is my OTP with myself. I love Sunder. I'm in love with Sunder. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Can you list down all the overhyped anime you skipped in the past years, and have you gone back and watched them?
I don't know all of them. I haven't watched anime in a while.
Did Alpha Bravo ever make peace with his feelings of regret over Slingshot's death?
We will see.
Would you do a collab with TJ Omega?
I only like doing collabs if I'm in person with people. Otherwise, I just don't feel like it ends up looking all that great.
Are you going to get Transformers Masterpiece Optimus Primal?
Probably.
Who is the most powerful Ranger?
I am.
Did you hear about the new Gurren Lagann project?
I have not, no.
Before your review, what are your thoughts on CW Devi?
I think he's fun. Like, he's got a few flaws here and there, but he's generally quite a fun piece, and I think he looks decent alongside Masterpiece toys.
Seen the new Deadpool Marvel Legends? Any plans to pick it up? Articulation looks lacking.
I haven't actually looked at anything Marvel Legends. I generally wait until they're on shelves, and then I look up stuff about them.
Ever wanted to do a collaboration with Thu?
I mean, again, if we were in person, I would love to.
It's too bad you have that requirement, because that would be awesome.
Like, I need to have...
Thu is so cool.
I need to have the creative energy be there, and if it's not, like, there in front of me, it just doesn't work for me.
Have you watched Go Busters yet?
No, I haven't.
Did you notice Sunder's shoulder insignia?
I did.
I didn't. What is it?
It's a
Is it a spoiler?
maybe. I don't know.
Ah, darn it. Well, tell me after. Do you have a list of your cameos somewhere?
I don't know anymore if my... I think I tried to keep one up to date on my site, but I think I failed at actually keeping it up to date.
Are you getting Unite Warriors Devastator, as it has better articulation?
I'm going to try to get a review copy of it from HLJ, but I cannot guarantee that that will work out. I'm probably not going to buy one anytime soon.
Ever played Cave Story?
I have not.
If you could be a Transformer, who would you be?
Sunder.
Gosh. Opinions on Combiner Wars Motormaster. He's cool.
I like him. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I did a bunch of modding to him, and I got him new hip ratchets and everything. But having done all that, I really dig him.
Van Thulis FTP? Yes.
We'll see.
Yes. I like how he's so cheerful and he just so Britishly describes everything. I enjoy that.
Britishly?
Yes, he does. All right. What has been the most interesting V-build you can remember?
Probably number 50, because it took me days to film.
How's Gloria the Caterpillar today?
She's right back there.
She's good. She's hanging out with the pizza.
Yeah.
Just keeping watch, make sure Smiley Jazz doesn't go all crazy.
She's got a pizza slice in front of her, actually. It was upside down. I flipped it back over.
Aw, very good.
We're almost done this guy, by the way.
Favorite movie, both nerdy and non-nerdy?
I don't really have... Actually, no, I do have a favorite movie. It's Survive Style 5+. That is the best movie ever made, in my opinion.
Lee Calba, tweet it to me, because I didn't notice. Do you read X-Rid as well as More Than Meets the Eye?
I do. I like X-Rid. It's. I think it's been getting better.
I decided to start buying it because I follow Sarah Spew Pew and I like her, and I was like, I'm going to support this. And that's literally the reason why I'm reading X-Rid, is because of her, because she's cool.
She is.
How does Krang deal with Van X Thunder? I ignore it, and or make fun of it.
Yeah,
that's how I deal with all of my problems.
Make fun of what you don't understand.
Do you like ramen noodles?
I like ramen noodles.
Are you a fan of JonTron?
I've actually never watched JonTron.
Me either. Thoughts on Titan's return? Titan Returns.
It's fine.
Is Sofwa good, or is it just obscure G1 beating up all the Beast Wars?
Sofwa?
SOFW.
Oh, Sins of the Wreckers. I think it's pretty good. In the Beast Wars side, those characters were never going to appear either way, so I suppose one could take it badly, but I think it's been fine.
Thoughts on SH Figuarts Ninja Turtles?
I wish they weren't the 80s Turtles, because those I've realized are my least favorite Turtles.
Best way to enjoy Canadian maple syrup?
On pancakes.
With a side of bacon.
Yep.
How cute is Tailgate?
The cutest.
The cutest. The bulbous thighs of Krang are mesmerizing.
Are they not?
Am I your Kiss player?
I guess so.
I thought Sunder was.
Listen, me and Sunder don't do nothing with our mouths, okay?
Thank you, Lee Calba. I'll read it when we're done. What do you think of Transformers Rid Season 2?
I haven't watched any of the trailers. I'm just going to wait until it comes out. Possibly wait till it entirely airs and then just watch it.
Do you worship the Generations FOC Sunder?
Maybe I do.
Vangelis, do me a favor. Watch JonTron, start with Pokemon bootleg games, and thank me later. I think it's right up your alley.
Alright. Right, take a note.
Alright. Question with 3 question marks in all caps. Will we ever get a nice posable shredder?
You know what? No. You know why? Because we, mankind, are a sinning race. That's why. We don't deserve a posable shredder.
Would you ever read a Van X Thunder fanfic?
I mean, I probably would monetize me reading it out loud. Otherwise, I don't think I would, but I would appreciate the thought.
Is that normal bacon or Canadian bacon?
Normal bacon. Canadians don't call it Canadian bacon. You Americans started doing that for literally no reason.
We have to distinguish between normal and yours. All right, do you have Maplefield chocolate bars? I have one. I
don't have one right now.
They do exist. Vangelis X Thunder is just making out with eyes.
That's right.
Thoughts?
Hot eye action.
All right, thoughts on Tailgate's recent changes in the recent issue of More Than Meets the Eye?
Neat.
What?
Neat. That's all I really got.
I'm kind of like, what? I hope this gets explained better later, but we don't want to do spoilers because it kind of just came out. Who would win, Gloria or Omega Supreme?
Gloria probably would win.
Favorite exotic pet?
Oh man, there's a whole bunch. Like foxes. What are those birds? Toucans?
Watsons.
Who?
It's a cool bird. I'll show you later.
Okay.
Thought on the Netflix Voltron series and the new mecha design?
I really want to see how that turns out. I have a lot of faith in Netflix series, even though some of them are trash, like the Eli Roth one.
What is your favorite WTF and TFW intermission?
I don't know, man. I just put them in there.
I like that German one we found the other, a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, the German commercial.
The German one was funny.
Someone pointed out I'd actually used that before, which I had a feeling I had, but I was like, is this a problem that I'm using it again?
Dang it. Would you guys like to play as Tailgate in a Transformers game? I'd rather play as Cyclonus. Also, I'm terrible at gaming, so I'd make Chris do it. Right, Evangelist? Is your webcam better, or is that my tiny phone screen masking all the bad?
Both. Yes.
Thoughts on Vocaloid?
I think they're fine. I'm not like a fan of Vocaloid, but I don't know. I think there's something sort of fun about the dystopianness of these holographic anime girls who sing through computer algorithms.
I only know one of the songs. Favorite solo of Chugokin that's not Galgagar, and why?
Well, I don't know.
When will we be getting more of Audio Sonic?
None of them really matter other than him. I actually recorded a Gaim one right after Gaim ended, and then I still have to edit it, so that whenever I edit that will be the next one that goes up.
Who's more powerful, Krang or Darkseid?
Probably Darkseid, just being realistic here.
Who is that?
He's one of the big bad DC villains. He can glare at you and then teleport you to another dimension.
But I could rip him in half. Who is your favorite Autobot?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Krang.
What is your favorite super robot design?
Gaugagar, I guess.
Favorite Megatron?
I really like animated Megatron.
Any more Snack Kit V-Build Lives?
Sprue Kit. If you mean Sprue Kit, not right now because I don't have any other ones.
Krang, why do you like Cyclonus so much? Because Do Not Hope, Hope is Lie is something I identify with, and I really like the color purple. Who is best Beetle?
I don't know, man. Why would you want to, isn't equating one of the Beatles to being better than the other ones part of what split them up in the first place? I actually have no idea.
Who's the guy in the lower right? Voss? Maybe? Voss or Trail Cutter?
Him? That's Voss.
That's Voss. The other one is Trailbreaker or Cutter. I don't know. What is your beef with Eli Roth? Was it because Cabin Fever was an enormous enormous pile of trash?
I never actually watched Cabin Fever. My problem with Eli Roth is his attitude is really irritating to me. Because I like a lot of stuff Eli Roth likes, but he likes it in a way that makes me upset about liking it, and that's rare for me. Because usually I don't let other people dictate how I like things. But I don't like the idea of sharing anything with Eli Roth, because he is annoying.
Bye, Albie. We love you. Feel better. Favorite Batman villain?
Oh, man. Who's the guy in the pig mask from the game I didn't play? Because I saw his action figure, and it was hilarious. I can't remember his name.
What did you think of Gravity Falls? I
haven't watched it yet. It's on my list because it actually has a definitive ending now.
Favorite Imogen?
I'm a new Rataros man.
What's your favorite Transformers or TMNT?
Oh, I don't know. The 2012 one's pretty good.
Have you ever been to Japan?
Yes, back in 2007 I went for 90 days, and then I went again a few months later in March of 2008 to pick up a bunch of stuff I left with my friend there.
No, in the bottom black bar, who is the smiling Asian guy?
Oh, that's Old Boy. He's our friend.
Have you watched Jessica Jones yet? And if so, what did you think?
Oh yeah, I watched it the day it came out. Watched a bunch of it anyway. I finished it real fast. I liked it. I think, there are definitely, if you want to start pulling it apart, there are things that could have been done better, but I thought it was a really well done series.
Can you say your favorite movie again? Totally forgot what you said.
Survive Style 5+.
Opinions on Kamen Rider Ghost Legendary Rider episodes.
I haven't watched them yet, so I haven't got opinions.
Favorite Super Robot Wars mecha?
I don't know enough of them by heart to really say.
If you were a mech, what would your signature weapon be?
Probably just a big ass accordion.
Do you have any mini plot for V-Builds?
I'm trying to think.
His name is Professor Pig.
Oh, hi, Professor Pig.
No, that's the thing from Batman.
I know. I have some Gokaiger mini plot still that I haven't built, so I need to dig all those out.
Guten Abend, Evangelist. Which German commercial? And did you see Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Greetings from Germany.
I haven't watched Brotherhood. I only watched like a chunk of the original Full Metal Alchemist anime. The commercial was, I forgot who it was for. It was for like a Laser Prime, I think.
It was so funny. I can't remember either.
I put the big fat man suspenders on.
Oh boy,
He's done.
It's built now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We finished this ish.
Okay, everybody, hold your questions.
I'm gonna
so
just
we don't
arrange
miss any
things here. So he's gonna be chilling out and being all like raw. We'll give him his big bent news sign to wave around.
Woo!
So he's
bent
gonna
news sign. Oh, did he rip it down?
Yeah.
He knocked over the pizza thing. Is that April?
Yep.
April.
Yeah, knocked over the pizza thing.
Oh God, Smiley Jazz, no.
He bumped Smiley Jazz. There's a piece of pizza lying around. And they give you stands. They give you 3-figure stands. Holy crap. That must be some kind of mistake.
Can he hold a heart?
Maybe?
There's extra hearts there.
We just put the Ninja Turtles on their figure stands.
Alright.
So they can stare at him.
Yes.
I'll give him a heart too. This should fit. Nope, doesn't fit.
Aw. Shove it in.
No, it's too wide. It falls through.
Oh.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We did it. We made a V-build.
Woo!
We've got one more thing to build, and it's a lot shorter than this. I actually wanted to do the long one first, just in case we started petering out. Then at least it'll peter out during the short thing.
Alright.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm not V-building the rest of the minifigure packs for these. I'm working on an actual review for those, but I figured this guy was big enough to V-build. Maybe when the other Classics Turtles things come out, I'll try to V-build some of those. I don't know if I could do the Technodrome, especially not as a live stream, but we'll figure something out. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Krang, for helping out.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with one more V-build right after this commercial break there's no actual commercial break. This is just where the video ends.
Okay. Bye.